Just doing a video on our new Torana 4-door. I was looking at this car the same time I was looking at the VZ, and I went with the VZ, but this car was just too good. So I've had it for about a month. I've just given it a bit of a clean today. I haven't cleaned the glass yet, but glass is pretty good. But this car, I've just gone right over it, is clean. And it drives unreal. No rattles, no squeaks, no bad behavior. It's just perfect. So I'll go through what it is and then I'll show you some of the details. So it's a Holden 308 engine, which isn't that common in these things anymore, especially a build like this. But if you look at this car like it's a build from, say, the year 2000, and then locked it in a time capsule, that's what this car is. There's still a lot of standard features on the interior and the trims and all that sort of thing, but some of the stuff that's done is tasteful and it's dated really well. Well, let's show you just how clean it is. So it's a 308. It's got a standard radiator, but it's got 2 electric fans, which does the job. I've had experience with these cars over the years. You know, I'm a 1981 model, so I'm 44. I've had plenty of these cars when I was younger, and overheating was always a problem. And this car holds temperature really well. It's hot at the moment, and it still holds temperature in the heat of the day. Standard water pump and standard brakes. Well, booster anyway. It's got a set of HQ brakes on it, and they work really well as well. But it's got a breather catch can on it, which has been well done with nice fittings. I don't know why it's got a catch can, because it's it doesn't have that much performance and it's not getting fed boost. So, but it's there. It doesn't breathe, so I don't know why. But if you have a close look at it, it's very clean. So under the bonnet, there's no marks anywhere. All the bolts have been replaced all along here, everywhere. And when you go down deep, it's just as clean everywhere. Underneath's just as clean as well. I'll show you underneath in a minute. Doesn't matter where you go. Right down in there, it's clean everywhere, every bolt. She's a very clean car. It's got a set of heads, mold inlet manifold, 3070 camshaft, and a 355 stroker crank. There's the VIN plate in here. This mirror has been replaced with a different style, but looks really nice, fits really well, complements the car. But this is the most used part, so every part of it's just perfect. You know, all these little trims. This is old school with the gauges, shift light tacho. But as you can see, everything is Just mint. The way the door locks feel, everything. The way the doors close and open. The quality of the paint and the finishes. Door cards. Every part of it is just beautiful. The flip down plate's been replaced and it's been smoothed, and the plate just bolts there. There's nothing behind it anymore. It's got an in-boot fuel tank with a fuel system. It's all been mini tubbed. The taillights are the same colours and they light up the same and at the same time, so they must have done the wiring differently, because if you look at these things closely, one tail light or one brake light will go before the other every time. It's very quick, but it still does happen. Instead of being chrome, these have been painted in a metallic silver to match the tail lights. It's just perfect. So under here, it's all 9-inch. It's got the center dump pipes at the rear. You can also dump the exhaust as well, but I've opted to have the rear pipes fitted. They're 9-inch, 4-link. It's just mint. Every bolt, nut under here is freaking perfect. It's clean. No rust. Which is not possible for a car this age. These cars have been repanelled and smashed and rust cut out of them and bogged and then sent to a proper panel beater 5 times in their lives, no matter what anyone tells you. But then you look at the wheels and they are as new. Every stud, every nut, there's not even surface rust on the threads. Look how clean it is around the stem. There's always some shit close in around them, and this is old, right? All the way the tyre fits in that guard. So on here, it's just clean. All the front wheels. Just super clean. The brakes are perfectly clean, rotors. I haven't even cleaned the outside of the car yet. I've cleaned inside the door trims and stuff like that, but it's just so tidy. It's got a ratchet shifter. And it's a 2-speed power glide. 9-inch, 4-link, mini tubbed with 275s on them. On the rear, so it's quite it's got quite a good stance. I'll go around and close it up and get a bit of a look at how she looks on the outside. Might even do a separate video for that after I clean the outside of it. You know, after with some of the cars we have, it's not fast, but when I first got it, it was actually pretty lazy. The guy that sold it to me had it all mechanically checked and had it dyno tuned before he handed it over, the kind of handover I would do. And when I got it, it wasn't fast. It wasn't even strong. You know, I'm used to driving, you know, over 1,000 horsepower at the tyres and much more on the street all the time, even rear-wheel drive, even all-wheel drive, but so this didn't feel strong to me. But I put 3 or 4 tanks of fuel through it now and it's getting stronger. So I think it's been sitting for a while and hasn't really been getting used or, you know, run for a period of time at temperature. And I've been taking it for long drives up the highway and all sorts of stuff. And now it's starting to feel strong. So I remember with these old cars, they did like a run. You know, I remember every time you'd go for a long drive and then the next week or so, they'd just feel better. And it's starting to pull now. It's starting to feel a lot stronger. It's not fast, but the way it feels right now, I think it's gonna pull like a 12.2, something like that. It's got a bit of a stall converter on it. It's got a pretty good reed cased 2-speed power glide transmission. So it's there, a big stall converter and a good 60 foot, and I reckon she'd run a mid 11. But although it looks like that kind of car, when you drive them, they sort of tell you what they want or what sort of car they want to be. And really, it's not a drag car, it's a cruiser. It wants to be driven on the street as a bit of sort of tough cruiser. That's what I think it is. That's what it wants to be. It drives so well. Anyway, that's our Torana. She'll be available for formals and weddings and stuff like that. And it is mint. We will race it. We race everything that we have. We drive them all hard. But this is what you want when you buy a car. When you buy a car, you want someone to have put the love and attention into it that this has had and cared for the way this thing's been cared for, and you want it to be able to drive. Just buy the car, jump in, drive it and enjoy it. This car does not leak a drop of oil or a drop of water. It just does what it's supposed to do. And a lot of these cars are supposed to be shit. Like, you drive these old cars, they look good, but they don't drive well. But this car steers straight, it brakes straight, accelerates smoothly. It doesn't stall out at different, you know, when you stop really quickly, or it just works. It's got no radio, no power steering, no AC, nothing like that. But it just works. And it's such a pleasure to drive. No nonsense. It's a good, solid, reliable car. Which is a nice change. Instead of buying somebody else's problems, you bought somebody else's beautifully built and looked after car. No dramas. I love it. It is absolutely beautiful. I'll do another video, or what I might do, I might take some pictures to go along with this video once I close it all up. But yeah, there she is. We'll get some black and silver number plates because obviously they look horrible. And yeah, she's a beautiful thing. Some of our cars are difficult for weddings and formals because you can only take one person comfortably in them because they're 2 doors or whatever, but this one will do the job. We can get 2 people in or 3 people in. No bad behavior. You can go over 45-degree angle driveway, bumps and speed bumps, you know, with 4 people in it, and it doesn't scrape the back tires, or it just works. And if you put a bit of boost or nitrous to it, should be a weapon. The transmission and the driveline certainly there to do it. But like, I always build cars, I always put my own sort of stamp on them. But this is like a 25-year ago build time capsule in mint condition. I think I'm just going to leave it at 308. Maybe it'll get an LS. Maybe it'll get an LS, but I don't know. Give me some feedback on that. Would you leave it 308 or would you throw an LS in it? Obviously, I wouldn't put a LS out of a Commodore in it. I'd buy a crate motor LS with this style of inlet on it, you know, but a much more aggressive style with a Holly Sniper or something like that on it. So it looked like an old school motor. but just gave it a little more jazz. It already sounds cranky. It sounds the business. It just doesn't go. But if you put an LS in it, it should stand up on those back wheels and get along just nicely. What do you reckon? Or just leave it alone? Seems hard to touch it. Someone's looked after it for so long. Like this, it seems hard to mess with it. Show you under the bonnet a little bit too. Like the hole underneath the car is the same. Somebody's removed everything from in here and underneath, and it's all been shaved and smoothed and painted, but without the ugly stuff. Like back in the day, they used to join these two seams, you know, and smooth it that way and smooth all this, but no, they've kept it still a factory car with factory panels, but they've just nicely smoothed all the rough parts. Not too much old school chrome. For me, it's just done perfect. Nice little skinny tyres on the front, big 275s on the back. It's got that beautiful stance as you'll see in the pictures. It's perfectly stanced. It lumps over nicely. Not so loud that, you know, it'll break the laws and draw any attention, but you can also tell there's a bit of crankiness there as well. Anyway, I'll take some pictures.